Welcome, 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 welcome back to a whole completely different video. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to be watching Tupac interview. The title of the video is Tupac talking about his belief in God and religion. Let's get right into it. But before we get right into the amazing video, Tupac is a legend. He inspired a whole completely generation, and he make incredible music. A lot of people respect Tupac because he was real, and a lot of people in today's society is missing the realness, missing this imperfect person that, trying to be, relatable, but also dealing with real life situation, real problem. So let's begin. Make sure you like, subscribe, and comment. So let's get right into it and roll to 300 subscribers. Let's get it.
I'm the religion that, to me, is the realest religion there is. I believe in God. I try to pray to God every time as I pass out. And I think that's, and to me, religion, my idea of religion is this. I think that if you, I learned this in jail, because I talked to every God there was in jail. I think that if you take one of the O's out of good, it's God. If you add a D to evil, it's the devil. I think some cool motherfuckers sat down a long time ago and said, let's figure out a way that we can control motherfuckers. And that's what they came up with. It's the Bible. Because if the guy wrote the Bible, I'm sure it would have been a revised copy by now. You know what I mean? Because a lot of shit has changed. And I've been looking for this revised copy, and I don't see it. I still see that same old copy that they had from then. And I'm not disrespecting anybody's religion. Please forgive me if it comes off like that. I'm just stating my opinion. I feel like we get crucified. I mean, the Bible's telling us all these people did this because they suffered this much. That's what makes them special people. I got shot 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You know what I mean? And I got crucified to the media. You know what I
And that's very much true. Like, Tupac got shot 5 times, and it just kind of understand people is really going through hard life, like really crucial, pain, critical, tough environment, tough background, like really trying to survive every situation, every details, and really trying to like survive. It's literally surviving. So people get crucified and get shot up, beat up, like beat up so much is your face look unrecognizable and very much looking different. So I'm telling you, like, I believe in God, right? 100% believe in God. But my thing is this: what's wrong of questioning God? If God create us, why He create us with sin? And then if we sin, we going to like regret sinning, and we're gonna regret sinning, and we're gonna go to hell. But it's no such thing as free will. If God gave us free will, it won't be no consequences behind it, because like, I'm sorry, my mom literally interrupted me talking about, do I want some grits? I don't want no grits. Okay, I'm doing a video, I'm recording a video, and you disrespected me. I'm gonna say it like that. Okay, I don't care. Usually I cut this part up or redo the video. I don't got time for that shit, okay? But anyway, I literally like look at life completely different. Like, a lot of people agree with me, disagree with me, you can do that. But my thing is that, like, I don't get why, like, we born into sin, right? Correct me. Yes, I know. We born into sin, which it don't make sense, because if we sin, we going against God, and then we get crucified, or just we going to hell. We born in hell for God put us to sin. So I don't understand, like, free will not a thing, never existed. if it was free will in God eyes, free will mean you have free will to do anything and no consequences happen against it.
And I walked through with the thorns on, and I had shit thrown on me, and I had this thief at the top. I told that nigga I'll be back for you. You know what I mean? And trust me, this not supposed to be going down. I'll be back. So I'm not saying I'm Jesus, but I'm saying that we go through that type of thing every day. We don't part the Red Sea, but we walk through the hood without getting shot. You know what I mean? We don't turn water to wine, but we turn motherfucking dope fiends and dope heads into productive citizens into society. You know what I mean? We turn money, we turn words into money. You know what I mean? What greater gift can there be? So I believe God blesses us. I believe God blesses those that hustle, those that.
That's very much true. 100% I agree with Tupac for saying that incredible stuff. But also, I just feel like, man, like, I feel like life is so, like, damaging and so, like untrustworthy and very serious and very, like, torture. Like, it feels torture, it feels pain, it feels horrible, it feels miserable, it feels disgraceful, it feels pain, it feels stressful. You know, a lot of situation outcome or just bad neighborhood environment just really pull you in. So that's why people like going to the bad crowd or like going outside of the crowd and really trying to find your own self. But yeah, I agree with Tupac what he's saying, but my personal opinion is like you got to look at yourself and represent yourself about anything. You know, any disagreements of anybody or anyone, you also got to understand that like it's nothing wrong with questioning God. You know, I won't keep it up. Like, I had a question like, bro, if why this happening? Like, what is my purpose in life? That doesn't make no type of sense. That the life I'm going through, like, that doesn't make sense. Like, the stuff I love, why you gotta take it away from me? It's nothing wrong with answering God. Why God put us into a dangerous torture, disloyalty, disgraceful, disrespectful, divine, you know, people going against each other. Why God allow all of that happening in real time? It's nothing wrong with answering that and saying that. If you go into the church, you know, the pastor will say some bullshit, basically some bullshit shit, and basically saying, well, you know what? I'm gonna take up a verse. I'm gonna say a verse in the Bible. Then he gonna turn it misinformation stuff, basically misinformation stuff. Basically misinformation stuff and putting stuff out of context. Basically putting stuff out of context. So, and then the people that going to church and attending, they'll be like, oh, okay, it's only good stuff saying in the Bible and the church. It's bad stuff they saying in the church. They allow racism. You read the Bible, they literally looking like God literally like let racism alive. Like, racism is a crucial part damaging. I'm a black person. I'm a black man. I like can see before I even see it, if you know what I mean. So, like, why God let racism a thing? Like, even in the Bible, he let racism, some torture stuff about, abortion and about disastrous stuff. Disastrous stuff about crucifying stuff, so some disgraceful type of stuff. You read the Bible, what the woman gotta do, and disrespecting women, like the Adam and Eve stuff. Like, damn. So you tell me the reason why sin got created is because of women? Like, they blame all of it because of women. It's like, is that true? It's like, I always heard that Adam and Eve, and Eve trick Adam. It's like, is that damn? It's like, it's fucked up in a sense, because like that's how lust and pleasure, because pleasure against women, and that's how that got created. But women take all the blame and the responsibilities. So is that true? Like, come on now,
Use their mind and those that overall are righteous. I believe that your karma, everything that you do bad comes back to you. So anything that I'm doing that's bad, I'm gonna have to suffer for. But in my heart, I think what I'm doing is right. You know what I mean? So I feel like I'm going to heaven. You know what I mean?
And that's very much true. Like, I'm not gonna lie. I will say this. I don't read the Bible. I'm not a religious person. I don't pray every single day. That's honesty. That is self. I don't do that. Okay, I don't do that. I don't read the Bible. I don't pray. I don't do that. I don't simply do that, right? Because I always say that a lot. If you pray, right? Let's just say you pray every single day consistently. You still gotta put in work. You still gotta do something. You still gotta do something to provide your life, to make it better. So I don't get, like, you can pray and spiritually you can feel better. You can feel 1,000 times better. The weight is lifted off of your shoulders and stuff like that. But also, you really gotta put in the work into yourself.
I think heaven is just when you sleep with a good conscience. You don't have nightmares. And hell is when you sleep, the last thing you.
That's why I literally just said that. I literally just say that. But continue the video.
It's all the fucked up things you did in your life, and you can see it over and over again. Because you don't burn. Because if that's the case, it's hell on earth. Because bullets burn. You know what I mean? It's people.
That's one. Bro, I literally, bro. I'm really convinced, because like, nigga, hell is literally like earth. Like, that shit we going through, the disastrous, people getting evicted, losing their home, people getting killed. Like, that sounds like hell. Like, I'm very confused. Like, when we die and the person don't make it into heaven, nigga, is we gonna have a hell too? Like, I'm confused about that. Like, what?
They got burned in fires. That means they went to hell already. You know what I mean? All that is here. So what else? What do you got there that we ain't seen here? What, you gonna walk around aimlessly, zombie? Nigga, that's here. You ain't been on the streets lately. You know what I mean? What heaven is now. Look, we sitting up here in the big screen. It's heaven for the moment. You know what I mean? Hell is jail. I seen that one. Trust me.
That's true. Like, having free will and the creative of doing anything, bro, that's is heaven for the moment. Now, if you go to jail and stuff like that, that's hell. Like, it's two different realities,
This is what's real. And all that other shit is to control you. If the churches took half the money that they was making and gave it back to the community, we'd be alright.
And they don't do that. That's a funny fucking part, bro. They don't do that. Bro, like, the church, the pastor, they is a scumbag. They is a douchebag, bro. They literally, no bullshit, they literally like, oh, donate, trying to force you to give them some money. I'm like, bro, you taking money from me. It's just stupid. Like, come on, bro.
If they take half the buildings that they use to praise God and gave it to motherfuckers who need God, we be alright. We be alright.
Bro, that's very much true, bro. That's 100% true. I agree with that. I'm not gonna lie.
You seen some of these goddamn churches lately? It's ones that take up the whole block in New York. It's homeless people out here. Why ain't God letting them stay here? Why these niggas got gold ceilings and shit? Why God need gold ceilings to talk to me? Why do God need colored windows to talk to me? Why God can't come where I'm makes sense that God will put us in the ghetto. That means he wants us to work hard to get up out of here. That means he's testing us even more. That makes sense. It makes sense that if you're good in your heart, then you closer to God. But if you're evil, then you close to the devil. That makes sense. I see that every day. All that other spooky shit don't make sense. And I don't even believe, I'm not dissing them, but I don't believe in the brothers. I was in jail with them and having conversations. Brothers, I'm God. If you God, open the gate for me.
Yeah.
You know how far the sun is and how far the moon is? How the hell do I pop this fucking gate and get me free up out of here? Then I'll be a 5%er for life. But never seen